Welcome to this new business building. I'm Dean Georgette Phillips. Over the next 12 months, we're going to be taking a look at the construction of our brand new 74,000 square foot Lehigh Business Building. With us is Ed Chase, Quadratus Construction Management's VP of Field Operation and Safety Director. Welcome, Ed.
Thank you, Georgette. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you again. So tell me, what do you look for in this phase of construction?
Well, all construction starts at the ground level. So at this point, we're trying to get out of the ground as fast as we can so that we can start putting up the steel and everything else. But at the end of the day, you have to create a flow on a construction project in order to be successful and meet your schedule.
Yeah, I've been watching the flow. It's been awesome. Bring us up to date on what's been happening since our groundbreaking in May.
Oh man, a lot has gotten done. I mean, it doesn't look like it because everybody walks by and they just see a hole. But after we broke ground, we finished the demolition of the buildings, and then we did some small excavation and installed the shoring that you can see back here that holds up the sides of the excavation.
Yeah.
After that, we continued to dig down, and then we put in the geopiers, which are going to hold up the foundations.
Tell me more about that underground work. We never see that.
It's pretty interesting, this whole thing. It's not a micro pile or a driven pile that you'd see in other places. What they do is they actually drill a hole in the ground, and they bring it back up with super compacted stone that has mortar mixed into it.
Yeah.
And that actually creates a friction in the ground that'll hold the foundations in place and allow that it won't settle any more than a ½ inch over 20 years.
Oh, I love hearing that. What's critical in this phase?
Critical in this phase is getting out of the ground and getting the concrete poured. We've got to get the ground sealed so that we don't have to keep digging out mud. So that's where we are right now, and the guys are moving along really well, and I'm excited to see where we land, and hopefully we'll be putting up steel real soon.
That would be great. Well, speaking of the steel, what kind of finishes can we expect here?
Oh, Georgette, you're going to love this building.
I can't wait.
You are going to love it because you've got that beautiful stone pattern that's finally been picked out and decided on. The Indiana limestone's great, and you have that incredible 3-story custom stairway that we're building that you're going to get to see a mock-up of, or someone's going to get to see a mock-up of next week.
Oh my gosh, I absolutely can't wait. Well, can you tell us, have there been any challenges with this project?
It's a very small site in a city area. We're basically the entire city blocked from road to road. Now we have the students returning, so we've got to be careful with them.
Yes,
so
we don't want to run them over.
No, we don't run over students. We don't want to run over anybody. So it's more of a logistics thing. We've got to really make sure that we've got it going. Like you and I were talking about the other day, the supply chain's a little screwy. So we've got to try to push along as we can. So we may be moving in a direction that we weren't planning based upon what we can get.
Wow.
You know? So that's really where we are right now.
That is great. Thank you so much for joining us today on this installment of This New Business Building. We'll be back in a month.